Welcome. In this short video, we'll walk you through the impact assessment in the NC Flood Resiliency Blueprint tool. Let's get started. When we look at the map after selecting the impact assessment in the community profile, we see a heat map indicating the overall impact assessment score grid. Each grid cell represents the score for that area. We can view the impact assessment based on different categories and different flood scenarios. Currently, we're reviewing all the categories for a 100-year flood scenario. The overall impact score ranges from 0 to 100, encompassing the results by category. We can also view the impact assessment in different flood scenarios. If we change the flood scenario to a 500-year flood, our overall impact will be a higher range than the 100-year scenario. Here we can see the number of people exposed to flooding at the 100-year flood scenario, along with the percentage of people impacted. In the employment category, the number of people who are exposed to flooding would affect their employment. The social equity and vulnerability and public health impacts can be expanded to see more details about people in the impacted area. These evaluation results can also be made visible on the map by selecting the Hide or Unhide option, as shown on the screen, with the legend located on the right. When we select the environment category, a detailed evaluation of environmental impacts is shown along with an overall environmental impact score. The acres of crop fields exposed, pounds of livestock exposed, and the number of facilities exposed to flood risk with potential environmental hazards are shown. These environmental evaluation results can also be made visible on the map by selecting the Hide or Unhide option, as shown on the screen, with the legend on the right. The infrastructure category of the impact assessment presents an overall infrastructure impacts score, along with the impacts on sensitive roadways and bridges, miles of high criticality roadways, power and communication facilities, and driving distance to health and safety facilities. We can expand the sensitive roadway and bridge data to view the total miles of roadways exposed to flooding, as well as moderate and poor criticality roadways exposed to flooding. Additionally, we can examine the number of structural deficient bridges exposed and the number of functional obsolete bridges exposed. We can also see the percentage of individuals who would need to take a detour, the miles of detour, and the percent who lose all access to hospitals, shelters, and emergency operations centers. The economic sustainability category shows the property values at risk, the loss from business interruptions, and the indirect economic impacts. These layers can also be turned on and off to view the distribution of specific impacts within the economic sustainability category. That's it. You've just learned about the impact assessment in the NC Flood Resiliency Blueprint tool. For more training videos, visit us at youtube.com/@ncdeq.